2 days ago, DJI dropped a teaser. See more, tell more, Pocket 4 Pro, grand release coming soon. And then, almost immediately after, Insta360 fired back. Medium Storm, one of the biggest tech creators in China, dropped a hands-on video of the Insta360 Luna Ultra. Real footage, real device, not renders, not a frosted glass NAB preview. An actual camera being used, on screen, showing what it does. This is the most complete look we've had at the Luna Ultra so far, and combined with the leaked spec sheet from Igor Bogdanov and the details that surfaced from NAB 2026, we now have a genuinely clear picture of what Insta360 is building. Let me walk through all of it. First, a quick recap of the Luna lineup because there are two versions and the difference matters. Insta360 confirmed two models at NAB 2026. The Luna Pro, which is a single lens design, and the Luna Ultra, which adds a dual lens configuration with enhanced telephoto performance. Both are co-engineered with Leica. Both feature a 1-inch sensor, f1.8 aperture, and 10-bit color. The Pro is the accessible entry point. The Ultra is the one that changes the conversation. Everything from this point forward is about the Ultra, because that is what Medium Storm's footage shows, and that is the camera that is going directly at the Pocket 4 Pro. Before we get into sensors and zoom numbers, I want to start with the feature that I think is being most underestimated in the coverage so far. The screen detaches, and when it detaches, it becomes a remote control. Igor Bogdanov confirmed this specifically, and the detachable module was described as one of the camera's signature features, the ability to place the camera in a fixed position and then control the gimbal from anywhere using the detached screen as a wireless remote. Think about what that actually enables, like you mount the Luna Ultra on a car, a bike, a wall, a tripod, anywhere. You walk away with the screen. Like, you frame the shot, control the gimbal, start and stop recording. All from a distance with no tripod operator needed. One person shoots just became significantly more capable. The use cases here are genuinely broad. Car mounts for road content, fixed environmental shots where you want to adjust framing mid-take, interview setups where the subject is also the operator. This is not a gimmick. This is a real workflow advantage. The DJI Pocket 4 Pro does not have this. Like, its screen is fixed. That detachable screen is Insta360's answer to the question, what do we offer that DJI simply cannot right now? And it's a good answer. Now, the dual lens setup and the zoom range. The Luna Ultra pairs a 1-inch main sensor at f1.8, approximately 18 to 20 millimeters equivalent focal length, with a secondary telephoto lens on a 1/1.3-inch sensor at approximately 70 millimeters equivalent. f2.8 aperture, that gives you 3.9 times optical zoom, up to 6 times lossless zoom using in-sensor crop, and a hybrid 12 times zoom toggle. Igor Bogdanov's leaked spec sheet goes further, listing the main lens as 20 millimeters at f1.8 and the telephoto as 120 millimeters. These are rumored figures, like treat them as directional, not confirmed, but whether the telephoto is 70 millimeters or 120 millimeters equivalent, the zoom reach is significantly beyond what the Pocket 3 ever offered and competitive with or exceeding the Pocket 4 Pro's 3 times optical system. The 12 times hybrid zoom is worth addressing directly. This is achieved through the 6 times telephoto lens paired with a 2 times in-sensor crop. At 12 times, you are in digital territory, where quality will degrade at the extreme end. But 6 times lossless is a genuine, usable zoom range for a camera this size. Wildlife, events, street photography, pulling subjects away from busy backgrounds, 6 times lossless changes what you can capture. The Pocket 4 Pro's 3 times optical, 6 times lossless comparison is real. On paper, the zoom systems are more similar than the headline numbers suggest. Let me go through the key specs. I'll be clear about what's confirmed and what's from the leaked sheet that Igor shared, because not everything has been officially verified by Insta360 yet. Confirmed by Insta360 at NAB, 1-inch main sensor, f1.8 aperture, dual lens design on the Ultra, 10-bit color recording, Leica co-engineering across optics and color science, variable focal length, 2 color options. From the leaked spec sheet, treat these as rumored until Insta360 confirms sensor resolution, 8K, 50 megapixels on the main CMOS. The secondary telephoto sensor is a 1/1.3-inch CMOS. Video 4K at up to 240 frames per second. That is twice the frame rate ceiling of the Pocket 4 Pro's confirmed 4K at 120 frames per second. If the 240 frames per second number holds and it comes from multiple independent sources, that is a significant slow motion advantage. Not like color, 10-bit iLog, Dolby Vision, Gamma Log, 14 stops of dynamic range, like stabilization, 3-axis mechanical gimbal, plus 6-axis flow state electronic stabilization working together. That combination is what Insta360 has used across their action camera line, and it is genuinely effective. Audio, the Insta360 Mic Pro connects directly via Insta360 Direct Connect, removing the need for a separate receiver. Audio capture is handled by a 3-microphone array with AI-powered processing and NPU-based noise reduction, with internal recording as a backup. Storage and connectivity, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth, USB-C, 32-bit float audio at 48 kHz, photos up to 37 megapixels in RAW format. Smart features, Deep Track AI for subject tracking, dolly zoom, barrel roll 360-degree rotation, bullet time, time-lapse, motion time-lapse, your slow motion, night mode, portrait mode. That is a serious specification list for a camera this size. Weight is expected to be under 150 grams with a 1,500 mAh battery rated for 150 to 180 minutes of recording. Specs tell you what a camera can theoretically do. Footage tells you what it actually looks like. The medium storm video gives us the most useful preview yet. The footage that comes through, particularly on the telephoto lens, shows real subject separation, natural background compression, and clean color in daylight. The Leica color science is doing work here. It's not the clinical, over-sharpened look you sometimes get from heavily processed smartphone footage. It's softer, more natural, more cinematic. The wide-angle main camera footage is what you'd expect from a 1-inch sensor at f1.8 in good light, which is to say, very good. Low light is the honest unknown. We have not seen serious low light footage yet from the Ultra. A 1-inch sensor at f1.8 should perform well, but should is not the same as proof, and this channel waits for real-world results before making claims. That footage will come when the camera ships. Now here's the part of the story that matters most depending on where you live. The timing of the Luna Ultra's US launch in May 2026 is particularly advantageous as it coincides with limited availability of DJI products in the region. The DJI Osmo Pocket 4 is not officially available in the US. The Pocket 4 Pro, which hasn't launched yet, has no FCC clearance on record and faces the same restrictions. DJI's US launch delay is the strategic gift Insta360 needed. A US available, dual lens, a detachable gimbal camera with longer zoom reach and twice the frame rate ceiling isn't just a spec sheet win, it's a market capture window. For US buyers who have been following this category, who want a serious pocket gimbal camera with a telephoto lens, real color science, and proper ecosystem support, the Luna Ultra may be the only legitimate option available through normal retail channels this summer. That is not a small thing. Insta360 knows it. The timing of their creator drops, the NAB preview, the careful rollout, all of it points to a company that understands the window they have and is moving deliberately to fill it. The question everyone is going to ask, which one? I'll give you the honest version, not the hype version. Where the Luna Ultra leads on paper, zoom reach 6 times lossless versus Pocket 4 Pro's 6 times lossless, like similar. But the 12X hybrid gives the Ultra more range at the extreme end. Slow motion, 4K at 240 frames per second versus 4K at 120 frames per second on the Pocket 4 Pro. If confirmed, the Ultra wins this. Modularity, the detachable screen as remote has no equivalent on the Pocket 4 Pro. US availability, the Ultra can be bought in the US. The Pocket 4 Pro almost certainly cannot, at least not officially, where the Pocket 4 Pro leads or matches color science maturity. DJI has had 3 generations of Pocket to refine their image processing. The footage from Pocket 4 Pro creators looks excellent. The Luna Ultra's Leica pipeline is new and unproven in real-world conditions. Ecosystem. DJI's accessories, support structure, and software integration are more mature than Insta360's Pocket-style ecosystem at this point. The telephoto bokeh. The Pocket 4 Pro footage from Chinese creators shows genuinely impressive subject separation and background blur. The Luna Ultra footage looks good, but whether it matches the Pocket 4 Pro telephoto in real portraits is something that needs a side-by-side test, not a spec comparison. The honest conclusion right now, both cameras are more impressive than anything in this category 12 months ago. The Luna Ultra has the better availability story, the more flexible hardware design, and potentially higher specs on paper. The Pocket 4 Pro has the more proven ecosystem and, based on what I've seen so far, footage that looks immediately compelling. This is not a case where one camera clearly wins, this is a genuine competition, and for the first time in a long time, that is actually exciting for anyone who buys cameras in this category. Okay, before anyone makes a buying decision, here's what we still don't know. Official pricing. The realistic pricing corridor based on dual sensor hardware and Leica branding is $699 to $799 for the Luna Ultra. The Luna Pro is expected around $499 to $549, but these are estimates. Insta360 has not confirmed. The official launch date, May 15th, 2026, is the most widely cited date across multiple sources. Insta360 has not officially confirmed this. Given how close that date is, and how much pre-launch content is already circulating, an announcement is likely very soon. Real-world performance, low light. Battery life in actual use. Autofocus reliability at 120 frames per second and 240 frames per second. Gimbal stability at 6 times zoom. None of this is proven yet. Specs are promises. Footage in controlled hands-on previews is curated. And what matters is what happens when creators and reviewers get the camera without an NDA. The moment that changes, this channel covers it first. Something new has arrived, and we are just getting started.